Oh, we're live. We're back live. Hi. Hello, boys and girls. How does it go? It's been a minute. It has been a long damn minute since I've done a stream, mostly because I haven't had a really stable connection, and I'm not entirely certain that this connection is going to remain super stable, but we're going to roll with it regardless. So here we are. It's 2020. The election is today, 2019 or 2020 election, man. 2003, I developed a battle plan to get us to this juncture. And that's kind of a long story that I'm not going to get into right now, but that's kind of the short of it. I developed a battle plan back in 2003 to get me and some other folks to this point. Anyways, I know I'm technically running for president this year. I mean, running my campaign as I was, but I got to be honest, man. It's like, I know I would do the job, and I'd do it well, as far as the logistics portion of it. The human connection side might need a little help with, just because of that nonsense. But the thing is I want to do the job. I don't want to do the job. I will do the job if asked to do the job, sort of thing, kind of a duty sort of thing. But I don't, mostly because it's like it's not that I have a problem with asking people in it to step into harm's way. I'll get rid of that. It's not like I really. Excuse me. It's not that I have a problem with asking people to jump into harm's way. I never asked somebody to do something I wasn't willing to do myself. That's the short of it. The thing that makes me not want to do that is not the loss of life issue, because in situations like that, that's just, it comes with the territory. The issue that I come with is that the thing that makes me hesitate and why I don't want to do the job is the wrong decisions. Not that I feel like I would make rash or morally ambiguous decisions in that role. It's more that because I would be an outsider to the world, or to that world, it would be a little more difficult for me to determine who to trust and figure out whose advice to take at face value versus whose advice I'd have to dissect. In which case, I'm, honestly, this advice is just how I do regardless. But yeah, it's like I said, it's like the invasion of Iraq, right? I mean, let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about that for a second. Back in 2003, we were on the verge of, we as a nation were on the verge of invading Iraq. I was looking at the situation, and my research through the public channels, obviously I didn't have access to inside intelligence outside of, what was dispersed to the civil services. But the whole thing where it's like, I questioned the intelligence. I questioned going into it because I, through my research, did not feel like weapons of mass destruction were a thing that was that Iraq at the time was capable of, largely because of, I'm not going to go into the technical aspect of it, but there's a lot of technical details to the production of nuclear weapons that, from, like I said, even if they had, secret test facilities and such, whatever, that the point of becoming a nuclear power would require a lot more resources than they had available to them at the time. So I questioned it, and I asked, as we were watching this on television, standing around with a bunch of people, I'm like, we shouldn't be going in there. This isn't right. This is going to be like Vietnam all over again, where we go in for what is told to be a good reason, and then nobody agrees with it, and we're going to be stuck there for 20 years or whatever, 10 years. Which I was right-ish. I mean, honestly, if we hadn't have invaded Iraq during the War on Terror, the beginnings of the War on Terror, I really feel like we would have had standing in the Middle East in the subsequent years with getting to the source of the issue, so to speak. That was my feelings on it at the time. Turned out that I was correct about the weapons of mass destruction not being, the WMDs not being actually in the Iraqi arsenal. Did we need to go into Iraq? Short answer, probably. Long answer, very complicated because, the CIA during the 50s, 60s, and 70s made a lot of messes that we're still sorting out with. I mean, if you want to get really down to brass tacks, the issue on the southern border is a direct result from the CIA's activities in Central and South America during the 80s. It's just the short of it. No offense. I mean, I understand there's people out there trying to do good work, but it doesn't change the fact that that's where, that's the job. Anyway, so I'm avoiding election results right now. Obviously, I didn't really put myself out there or anything along those lines because, yeah. Anyway, so what are we doing from there? So that's that. Been scrolling TikTok for a while. I know I haven't been to YouTube in a minute, mostly because the digital plan that I got as far as being able to set my phone up as a hotspot has been, it works, and when it connects, it's great, but the data limit on it is ridiculously low. So it's like I can do one, maybe two of these streams before I hit my data limit. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I can stream on my phone, but as far as like actually like doing things and multitasking and stuff, So, yeah, I'm probably gonna sit here on YouTube for like a half hour while I go through stuff, and then probably head over to Twitter and I guess live stream on Twitter if I can. I don't want to go to Twitter. They're gonna have election results, but I'm gonna look anyway. Let's look. All right, come on, Twitter. All right. There we go. Election results might be delayed. Well, no joke. I mean, you got to count all that stuff. I know there's been a lot of early voting, which is rad, but we may not get the final count until like tomorrow, day after. If you really think about it. I got a notification from Dread Pirate Rap. Some people show courage in ways that others couldn't possibly comprehend. Happy birthday, Colin Kaepernick. Thanks for all you do. Is that today? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Happy birthday, dude. Thanks for starting this off. A parade for Trump in Nigeria. Senator, Vice President. Listen, everyone, I know today is stressful, but let's just try to concentrate on the job at hand. What are we working on here? Okay, live streaming. Hi, welcome. Says I have a viewer. I have a feeling that's just me. So let's go over to the Tiki-Taki. TikTok is trouble. There are a lot of like beautiful people on there. A lot of beautiful people on there. And it's like, I don't need any more crushes and parasocial relationships. I have way too many parasocial relationships as it is. I mean, that's about all the relationships I have. It's a TikTok. I was like, oh, there's no sound in the TikTok. And then I looked at the title of it. It's like A Day in the Life of Deaf Ears. It's kind of rad. So I got this Discord thing. It's get logged into that. I don't know. I was told about some servers on there that I could talk, chat with, whatever, but I don't know, man. Trying to get back into the social media waters and be a social person, sort of thing. Buddy, call. Okay, don't need any fields right now. Scan this with the Discord mobile app to log in directly. How do I do that? Add a friend. No friends to add. Authorized apps. Scan QR code. There we go. That's fancy as shit. I mean, we live in the future. Wow. Okay. Whole new social media ecosystem. I've been like off of social media for years, literally like years. I mean, I've been on Twitter a bit here and there, mostly just for work purposes. And I was on Facebook pretty heavily for work. But I got off of Facebook in 2015, 2016. And I mean, the account's still there, but I haven't actually utilized it for anything beyond trying and failing. So anyway, so I don't use Facebook, and I've never really used any other social media apps. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so I guess I'm finding links. Create your own server. Okay. Explore public servers. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. And I guess we'll find out election results in a little while, a day or two.